Yo, 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 we are back with another episode of Leaf with the Legends podcast. Today I'm joined by a Milwaukee legend, comedian, an actor, one of the funniest people I know for sure, Mr. Fofo. I'm with my boy,
Uh,
I'm with my boy Myron Jewell, man. Appreciate you pulling up to the podcast.
man, I appreciate you too, man. Man, I like what you doing too. I told you, though, I came to you. Like, I knew I was gonna get on here eventually, but I came to you. Like, I ain't bigger than like nobody. So you already know how I went. I see you in the club. I like, hey man, you got to get me on the podcast. I like what you doing, bro.
Man, that's
Like real
love.
talk.
That's love. That's love. Always been that. Ever since Gio introduced us, man, it's always been love. Nothing but it.
Facts, facts. Always, always. Good,
Yep,
good,
yep.
good.
But how you doing though?
I'm good, man. Just happy living life, man. Living in my purpose and enjoying and appreciating all these blessings that's been coming my way. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, just trying to keep my foot on their neck, man. You know,
Hey, as you should, as you should. So, so,
facts.
so early on, man. Like, when did you know you had a gift for making people laugh?
Man, so I've been this way since I can ever remember, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff I do now, some of the stuff I do now, like we can get back to that later, like even a fofo or when I used to be doing cheating ass Myron, I always be running around I always got my shirt off and running in drawers and stuff. Those are things that I've been doing since I was like younger or in high school that I'm just now showing the world. So I used to, like in elementary school, I literally got whoopings like every day. Like my teacher, I stayed across the street. I went to Our Avenue Elementary School, right?
Okay.
And I stayed across the street from there. And I would go to school, class clown all day. And I had one of them daddies that didn't play about school. Like he ain't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would go to school, be a class clown, and I would get two whoopings. I had a first grade teacher that was allowed to give us spankings, Miss Ely. I remember her, Miss Ely, RIP. She was able to give me spankings. She was also my dad's teacher when he was in the first grade. That's crazy. She was around for a while. So I would disrupt the class, get a whooping with a ruler in front of the class, go home, and my dad would always he keep asking me like how was school? You know, I would always lie every day. I'd be like, oh, it was good, it was good. You know, when you that's why I try to tell my son now, like, man, you can't outsmart your parents. We don't know that then. You know what I'm saying? The truth always comes out. So I was, oh, it's good, it was good. He'd let me get nice and comfortable, do homework, I eat dinner right before I go to bed. He'd be like, he'd call me in the living room and play the voicemail. He'd be like, hi, Mr. Jewell, this is Mr. Illy. We having trouble with Myron again, something in class and all this and that. And he just sit there, you know, that stare your parents give you when you know you like he just give me a stale look. And I couldn't even look at him. I'm just sitting there like, dang. You know what I mean? And then he'd be like, you already know what time it is to go upstairs. And I used to go to the bathroom every day, dog. And he'd come knock on the door. Like, you better come out before I drag you off. I'm like, man, dog. Like, but yeah, I was always disrupting classes then. Got to middle school, was still silly. High school, same dude, man. So I never thought like this far ahead, like back then, that I would be doing what I'm doing now. I just was like, because I was one of them kids that was scared to do presentations in front of classes.
Mm,
But it was different when I was class clowning because I was in my own natural element. I didn't realize what I was doing, that I was actually entertaining the whole room,
right.
you know? But it's like, as I got older, you know, kind of just transitioned over and it was like, man, you know, a lot of people, you just got to find out what it is you're good at, you know what I mean? And master that. I like basketball too, but when I got to high school, man, I realized you had to run, jump upstairs, and go. I said, that stuff, man. Like that's how I knew I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I got to my freshman year, I seen that. I'm like, they do what in practice? Oh yeah. Gio and them tell you, they be like, you should try out. Hell no, y'all gotta run stairs, and I ain't doing that. It was fun in middle school.
And y'all had a whip over there too.
Huh?
Y'all had a whip over there. Like y'all was good.
Oh yeah, yeah, they was good. They was good, dog. Hell yeah. And I was like, man, I ain't even tried this because that's how I knew. That's when I knew I didn't love it. I didn't want to work hard for it, so I didn't love it. I said, I know, I just like to talk crazy. Then I just got weaker and weaker and weaker. I wanted to call. I don't care what nobody says. I'm one of the coldest. I just turned 39. I'm one of the coldest 39-year-olds now. A lot of them dudes is trash now, man.
Hey, I saw a couple of the highlight films, man.
Oh, y'all forgot I got a mixtape out. They ain't got no mixtapes out, man. They ain't got no mixtapes out at 38. We all around. Everybody at least 36 to 40, somewhere around there from
Yep.
our era. So it's like, yeah, about 36 to 40. That's a 40. Yeah, ain't nobody got no mixtapes out. All the young ones, I got mixtapes, man, at 38, 37. Just turned 39, so I ain't got none yet, but I'm going to get one.
So I know you mentioned Marshall a little bit ago. Like, what made you choose Marshall for high school?
So I actually went to Vincent my freshman year, right? I went to
Oh,
Vincent for before like because they had a nice basketball. You young. You said you don't realize how loaded they is, though. That's like I seen it, but it's like, bro, I ain't have a chance at Vincent. Even if I probably freshman or something, they was too deep there. So I didn't even. But so I got there. That honestly, that kind of knocked my. Because I'm down. You got to think, my freshman year when I go to Vincent, I see Wante, Bootway, Greg Brown, Qmont Greer, all them there, man. I'm like, I said, what the hell was I thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, because you ain't thinking, you just thinking basketball, not knowing, you got to be a stud already to go there, boy.
For sure.
And like, I didn't love it, so I wasn't even trying to accept that challenge. So the reason that really made me go to Marshall, though, I like Vincent a lot, but all my cousins and stuff was going to, and my sisters, my stepsisters and stuff, they went to Marshall. And then my close cousin, we was first cousins, he was a grade under me. And he went to Marshall. I'm like, no, man, I got to go to school. My cousin, so over the summer, I asked my grandma to transfer me over to Marshall, and she did it. So when I got to Marshall, man, that's how I ended up there. And then that's how I met Gio and them, man. Crazy thing is, Gio been knowing my stepsisters. Him and Mikey been knowing my stepsisters since they was kids, like little kids. They went to elementary school, middle school, and high school together, right? So I used to go to Gio and them games. Like, you know what I'm saying? I sketched some of the games. My sister would cheerlead. And one of my homies from elementary school played with them. You know what I'm saying? Mike Roper, my homie Mike Roper. Yep. And I used to see Gio, I was like, this dude cold, like, he nice. Like, but I ain't know him then. You know what I'm saying? Then it's crazy. Then we fast forward, he never knew I was seeing him because I never spoke to the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then it's just crazy how it worked. Like, who knows that you would look back and be like, that's gonna be one of my best friends. Like, even with my son's mom, I've been knowing Kwani since elementary school. She used to spend out at our house to play with my sisters and everything. How did it, like, I look at stuff like that and be like, that's crazy. Like, the whole time I'm sitting there, she spend like playing, God, like, that's gonna be your son mama right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be your best friend right here. And you don't see it coming till like 15, you know what I mean? That's crazy to me, dog.
No, I love
but
it.
Yeah, like that, but yeah, Marshall was definitely, oh my God, that school was crazy, boy. I loved it though. Marshall was bad, boy.
Hey. So at what point, like after graduation and whatnot, you kind of figuring stuff out. Like, at what point did it switch for you where you like, okay, I can kind of make this, this comedy thing a career?
Man, it took years, man, because I was always the person that had a job, right? So I didn't play ball, so I got a job. I wanted to dress myself. My grandma was dressing me like crap. I'm like, nah, I can't be doing this. I need the ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to keep my hair cut, dressed right.
Yeah.
So, I had a job, man. My uncle had a job, a cleaning company. I worked there first. When that ended, I was at McDonald's, then Jack L. Marcus, then Walmart. And then after Walmart, right before my son was about to be born, my uncle worked at this liquor distributing company called Badger Liquor. It's Pepsi, Coke, all that. So he got me there. He said I was the only nephew that he trusted to actually keep the job out of all his nephews, right? So he got me in there. And I worked there for 9 years, dog. But in those 9 years, I say like the last 5 years of that, I was like, that's when it started hitting me like, man, because, I'm there entertaining them and I'm starting to watch the internet shift. But you know what I mean? But I'm also like, if I stop doing this, man, like, I don't know how this going to go. So it took me, if I was there 9 years, I say like the last 4 or 5 years. So either way it goes, it took me 4 or 5 years to mentally prepare myself to quit my job for whatever was going to come with me chasing my journey. Because you quit, right? You got money saved up. You don't know how long this is going to take for you to start popping. So then you got 401k. So I got all this in my head. Okay, I got some money saved. I'm going to try to, I still got MI. I got an apartment. So I got to pay that. That's got to come out. I got a son. My son, Makai, like, I want to say, I don't know. He was young as hell. My math is terrible now, but he was young. No, he was that. But I was preparing myself mentally, like, for everything. What's going to happen if you quit this job and you spend all the money you got saved? Then you tap into your 401k, then that's gone. Then what you gonna do? Because I was like, getting another job again is not an option because it's like I feel like it would have put me back in a mind state of working and taking me off my focus of what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So I locked in with all of that, and all of that happened. Ran through the money because you don't know how to manage money. I'm just happy I got this money and this hitting money, and I've been there 9 years, so I had a lot of money in my little 401k. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm out here buying big bottles of Ciroc. Me and Unpredictable Drew, that's my homie, man. I'm just kicking it. He's like, man, I said, man, we partying, man. That's when you got all of it. So you got all the money, you blowing it. When you get down them last 2,000, you like, man, like you trying to budget right, but now life kicking your ass at this point. So you like, man, damn, man. Like, so I finally quit, man. I talked to Gio. I talked to my son's mom, sisters, and all that. I was like, man, I'm gonna quit woo woo. And everybody, every time my job, everybody was behind me. But people were skeptical. Like Gio at first was like, man, you gonna quit? He's like, man, he just kept saying, if you gonna quit, man, make sure you really grind. And woo woo. People not understanding the process. So it's like it was times I was motivated, not motivated, but I'm making videos, but I'm not getting no money for none of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making them. So Gio study like, bro, man, he might need to get you another job, bro. Like, woo, all that. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. But you need that friend. Gio, one of them friends is gonna be 100 with you, like, bro. But I needed that because it would make me mad. But guess what it did? It pushed me more because he never doubted me. It was just like he on the outside looking in. He know everything. Like, man, look at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't getting no job, man. I'm gonna figure this out. Like, I'm doing it, bro. I already locked in on it, and I feel like I let myself down if I wouldn't got a job again and start working.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, man, I'm finna quit this job, man. I just called my job one day, man. It was like, hey, like I'm done, bro. Like I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this was like 2015, I think. Yeah, 2015. And I was like, and I didn't get my first viral video to 2017. That was carrying the dog in the rain, that cheating video before I even knew. That video went nuts. But you gotta think that was just a viral video at the moment. I wasn't making no money. Right. Nobody knew me yet but Milwaukee people because of the Milwaukee roast. Like, y'all started seeing me like my grind, but the world didn't know me yet. They just kept seeing a dude keep getting caught. It wasn't making sense to me yet still. I was just going viral all the time. So it was like, I stuck to it. Once I started seeing that, man, and I just kept grinding and grinding. It stuck to it. It just started making sense. So that's when I became like a firm believer of like consistency, man. When people ask me like, man, what you do? How you do it? I said, man, it was consistency. I said, I didn't never plan on being cheating ass Myron. I didn't wake up saying, I'm gonna be cheating ass Myron. That shit worked. Like, I just kept making stuff whether it worked or not on social media. My main goal was to be consistent, stay in people's faces so that they keep seeing me whether they like me or not. I didn't even give a damn about no comments.
Right.
I didn't thought I wasn't funny. I didn't care about no likes. I was just trying to stay consistent, and it eventually made sense. And then when I seen why it made sense, I was reading the comments, and I'm like, oh, they think this is real. So that's when I noticed that the internet likes sex and drama. That's just the world. We love sex and drama on the internet. That was drama. They thought it was real. You know what I mean? So boom. The fofo just some stupid stuff like that. Once I already was cheating as Myron, I had a great buzz already, so it was easy to just transfer into doing that. But I've been doing that since high school.
Really?
I used to, Gio and them tell you, we ain't call it fofo. We used to call it twister. They used to be like, we'd be in lunchroom, people be beating on the tables, and they'd be over there freestyling for real. Yeah. And I come over there, they be beating. I'm like, man, drop that motherfucker, man. And they go, and I go to the door with the fofo. What if I want to run with the nigga with the door with the fofo? They used to be like, Gio like, do that twister stuff, do that twister, dog. Nigga, we 15, 16 years old, I'm in school. Then when we get fast forward, we getting older. Every time Gio introduced me to somebody like Matt Hank and it's a lot of other people, like we'll meet and we start drinking and we start freestyling. Gio always like, man, do that twister. He's my hype man, like just hyping me up. And I just be going nuts. And they all used to think I was for real. They was like, man, he going crazy. And Gio was cracking up, like, man, he ain't saying shit. We'll put a beat on. His daddy thought I was rapping. His daddy, Mr. Riley, man, R.P. Mr. Riley, man. Pops, when I first did it to him, man, he was like, he was in the car, like, he made a face. He said, ooh. He shook my hand. He said, oh, you killed it. Me and Gio was cracking up, dog. We was cracking up, like, dog, I think I said something for real, dog.
Hey, what year was that Shaq caught wind of that, of Fofo?
Oh, that was like 2018, I think, like towards the end of 2018 or to the beginning of 2019. I think it was 2018 when Shaq caught wind. And that was crazy to me because I was riding down. I was, I didn't move to Atlanta until 2019.
Okay.
I was riding down. I remember this shit like yes. That was riding down. Atkinson. Yeah, Atkinson. I was coming out Atkinson, and I was going to turn the left off Atkinson on Capitol to go to my. You know, Vine went to Marshall or no?
No, I don't think so.
He was a year older. Oh, because he was a year older than me, so he probably left by the time you got there. Because I'm older than you.
Yeah.
He was He was 03. I mean 02. I was 03. So anyway, but so my guy Vine, he stayed up something in Capitol. I was on my way to his house. Coming down Atkinson, gonna hit that left on Capitol. Right when I was trying to make that left, I'm just, we be on our phones while we driving. I look up, I'm on my requested message. It say Shaq. It's a blue check, and it said that rap you did was fire. And I'm like, damn, I just can't be Shaq, man, right? So Arsenal was the first, the battle rapper Arsenal?
Yep.
He was the first celebrity, like, to me, like, you know what I'm saying, before bigger celebrities and stuff came around. First celebrity to me that started talking to me, like, keep doing, he loved cheating ass Myron. And he posted a fofo. So that's how Shaq seen it. You know, him and Shaq real cool, but I didn't know all this at the time.
Okay.
He had posted it and was with a caption, like, when you saying a lot, but I ain't saying nothing, something, and he posted a photo thing. Shaq DM me, said that rap you did was fire. And I'm like, Shaq, real hell no. I pull over and everything. I'm looking like it's blue. I go look at the page. It's hella likes. I mean, hella followers. I'm like, this can't be the real Shaq, man. I'm tripping. So I'm like, nah, I'll write back. I said, I ain't no rapper. I'm a comedian. He said, oh, nigga, I thought you was a rapper, right? This is exactly how he said it. So I'm like, damn, I messed my chest up. I should have just said I was a rapper. This Shaq, I'm like, he ain't even talk to me now. And I know he like music. So I'm like, he ain't thinking about my ass. Yeah. So I ain't thinking of nothing. That's what he said, right? So I'm like, damn. So he just stopped replying. I didn't have nothing to say after that. I was like, no. I said, I'm a comedian. I ain't rapper. He said, oh, nigga, I thought you was a rapper. And I'm like, nah, hell no, I just do comedy. So I don't know if he looked at my page or what, because he started fucking with cheating ass Myron too. But anyways, the reason I knew it was the real Shaq, because it was like the next day, I was chilling, I get a message from Shaq. And in between, he was doing them, his halftime shows. Mm-hmm. He was like lip syncing my Fofo songs and stuff that I was doing, little short clips. Like, you know, he had lip sync and just do it with his lips and all that. He was doing that and sending it to me as videos into my DM. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, dog, this is Shaq, nigga. I was jumping up and down like a bug. I was so happy, dog. Like, this ain't no way, bro. Then he kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I had the pleasure to kick it with him. I was down here visiting. He was coming to cover the game. I was going to go back to Atlanta. He hit me up. I started talking to Shaq on the phone. Let my son talk to him on the phone and everything, man. That's what's he told my son, he asked my son, he said, who your favorite basketball player? And then they didn't say nothing. He was like, Kobe, LeBron. They was these niggas just in shock. He was like, I bust both for their ass. That's what he told them. That's what he told them. They're on the phone on FaceTime. They didn't think I knew him. So he told me to come. That truck up fast. Man, that thing loud. But he told me to stay in Milwaukee, bro. He was like, stay in Milwaukee. I got to cover the game. And I was like, I bet. So then I just stayed a couple extra days in Milwaukee. He hit me up and said, hey, can you give me a fire stick? I ain't even know how much fire sticks cost. I ain't even give a damn. It could have been $500 out of this Shaq.
For sure.
At least I know he got this fire stick from me, so I know he ain't going to spend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all I was thinking. So I went and got a fire stick. It was $40. Then we was at 720 that night, right? This was the coldest flex for me in the city. Because it's like, I go get the fire stick, boom, Shaq at 720. He texted me, where you at? You coming? Where you? I'm like, damn, this nigga really want me to come, bro. This Shaq, right? You know, I'm like, oh my God, right? So I got Gio with me. You know, I can't go too deep. This is my first time with Shaq. I'm like, G, come on, this can't be no deep trip. Like, come to 720. You know, at this time I'm already buzzing heavy in my city. 720, they let me right in, so I get to skip the line. No, Gio be plugged everywhere too, so it was good look too. Like, cause it's Myron, it's Gio. We good. We go in. Boom. Go up the stairs. So I'm finna go by. I see Shaq and Stephen A. Smith over there all in the section. I'm finna go up it's like 3 little stairs, 2 stairs, some shit. I remember. Dude was like, man, he said, Myron. I said, man, Shaq told me to come, man. He said, no, he said, I respect you. I know what you're doing, but you know, Shaq, man, I can't just. Shaq stood up. Shaq must see me talking to him, right? Shaq big ass stood up and was like, he said, no, he good. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at mine. Shaq big and it's me. Whole club already shaking my hands. I walk through, so everybody looking at that. So I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to be regular though. Like, nigga, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to really get my stuff up. So I go out there with Shaq, man. He started making videos with me and everything. The man had me $500 for the fire stick. He said, you got a fire stick? I said, yeah, it's in the car. He gave me the $500 just in front of the club. I didn't know he was giving me that. I thought I was going to get the fire stick. So he just gave me $500. He put out a fat ass wad of money. Just gave me $500, like right there in front of Gio. Gio looking like, what the fuck? Like, see, Gio don't know what it's for because he wasn't with me when I got the fire stick. Right. I'm like, he just gave me $500 for $40 fire stick. I said, that was a quick little come up. I still didn't care about the 500. I was just happy about Shaq. You know what I'm saying? So we sit up there, he making videos with me in the club with me, boom, boom. And he made me feel like regular. I didn't feel like I couldn't be myself or none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I was supposed to, like I belonged there. Like, man, I was Shaq. Like, I was supposed to be here. It is my first time. So after that, we was just always locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? He always rock with me, called, like, hey, how you doing? And he always pick up the phone. And I'm sure he said it to everybody he rock with. I was like, I love you. How you doing? You good? Woo, woo, and all that. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Shaq. That's like Shaq. So I can see Shaq right now. If I ain't seen Shaq in 4 months, I'd be like, what's up, big ass nigga? Like, just, and he gonna be like, what's up, man? Talk shit back. Like, I ain't gotta be like, he said something to me. I don't know if I can speak to him right now. Like, hell no, I know I'm locked in, like linked in with him.
Man, that's big time, dog. That's major. Yeah, I sure remember when all that was popping off. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, Myron stamp for real now. He got Shaq on there. So
gotta think, man. Then I end up getting stamped like, Michael Blackson, T.I. Like, it's a lot of celebrities that know you and watch you that just don't. Like, I've named those 3 always because those are the main 3 that went out their way to work with me. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been around a lot of celebrities. They knew me when I was around. Like, what's up, man? But those three were like the first three that like solidified me. Like boom. When they was calling my phone, like let's work. Michael Blackson called me. I did a skit in Atlanta. I flew to LA. Did like 10 videos with him, dog. Like I'm like, man, this crap. I'm in his house, is kicking with him. Boom. Then Tip walked up to me when I first seen him. I was in Atlanta. He walked up to me and said, "Boy, yo, that's crazy. You got to stop cheating, woo woo." Then he ended up hitting me up on Instagram, like, "Hey, I got some projects. I missed 2 projects I was supposed to do with Tip because I was on the road doing shows." I'm like, damn. So then he ended up hitting me a third time, and it was for that movie Departments that we did, man, and like that. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy, dog. So now, like, well, then after that, you just build a relationship to where you locked in, and I see him often in Atlanta, so
Right,
bro, just grind it, bro.
I love it, dog. So, I gotta congratulate you, man. You just got that 100. I'm sorry, you just got that million.
Man.
The millie on TikTok.
Yeah, man. I said I had a million on Instagram. They wouldn't have took my first page. I would have been at a million. Man, I could have been at over a million on Facebook. First of all, I lost a TikTok page before. So I had to rebuild that. I had to get a new one. I lost every page once except YouTube. I lost my Facebook page before. I had to rebuild that up. It's at like 300 and something thousand. I got one Facebook page at 300 and something thousand. The other one at like 250 something thousand. Then now my Instagram building back up is at like 280. You know what I'm saying? 280,000.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'd have been at a million, dog. I'd have been over a million because I had 579,000 when they took it. And that was 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I waited a while before I made another one. Like, I was like, I ain't making another one. Maybe they're going to give it back. I was trying to get it back for a while. Then I was like, man, I can't keep like waiting. I got people looking for me and watching me and stuff. You know what I mean? On my Instagram platform. So I had to make another one. And, that takes time for people to realize it's really you because there's so many fake pages. So people probably still looking at this page like, man, I don't know what this really do, man. You know what I'm saying? And my content kind of shifting a little bit. Like, even though I still do Fofo and cheating as Myron, those are alter egos of Myron Jewell, so.
Yeah. So you got all these different platforms, right? So like what strategy goes into posting on IG versus TikTok versus Facebook versus YouTube? Like how do you decipher what content?
So it was kind of hard. So me, because sometimes you can have certain content that like for instance, like the stuff I do with my son, right?
Mm.
At one point, it wasn't working on Instagram and Facebook because they was just used to certain things, cheating as Myron Fofo, like crazy stuff, or like stuff I do with B. Jones sometimes, whatever. So I was TikTok and YouTube just started taking off last year. I wasn't on TikTok and YouTube like that. I had it, but I didn't care for it, But I do. But so it was kind of hectic at first. I'm like, dang, every time I post a video on TikTok and YouTube, me and my son is going crazy. And I like the shift of this content because it brings in more of a wider, broader audience. You feel what I'm saying? Like kids, mamas, daddies, older people, because they loving it's funny to them. And then it's just the bond with me and my son. Facebook and Instagram, they weren't rocking with it. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to do this type of content over here. But my whole strategy was like, it really was no strategy. It was just like, whatever it is I'm doing and what's working, whether they like it or not, make it. If you're consistent, you keep pushing it to them, it will grow on them. Because if they like you, they're going to like you for whatever it is you do. It might take them a second because it's a shift and change from cheating as Myron to doing this silly stuff with my son. It might be more corny to them. You feel what I'm saying? More like they might consider like corny comedy, whatever. Because it's like, I ain't cussing and I ain't, just cheating as Myron was a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, that was different. Fofo gonna always just be his thing. Like I can stop doing Fofo forever. They love that no matter where I'm at doing shows. They be like, Fofo, or cheating as Myron, you ain't got the receipt. So but now I love it because now when I'm around it, they ask about my son. Leave your son alone. You ain't got the receipt. You got a different type of fans. Hey, y'all, man, I love how you mess with your son, man. You got to bring cheating ass Myron back, man. Man, with a Fofo. I'm like, damn, all this shit works for me. So now it's really like however I'm feeling, whatever I feel. Like, I don't know. I just can feel what's going to hit. I'd be like, okay, I record something. I want to post. I'm like, I don't feel it. Like, I don't think it's going to hit. So I can hold on to it. Then certain days I just feel I'm going to drop this now. You know what I'm saying? And post it. So I really have like no strategy. I just kind of go off of what I'm feeling and what my mood is at the moment on based on like what type of content I'm finna like release. Because I got a phone full of stuff. Then sometimes I shoot something right then and there and it'll skip everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really got like a specific strategy on how I do it. I kind of post the same thing on all of them for the most part. And it's like, just leave it like it's going to either hit or not. But hey, I'm monetizing on all of that. So all this money going to add up at the end of the month. So I got to be consistent. If this one make $50, this one make $1,000, this one make $10. We gonna just keep on, let it keep building up all month. Each video, and at the end of the month, just give me the money.
Exactly. I need it. I need it.
Yeah, I need the money.
Hey, so like, how? What's your creative process? So like, what gets you in the mode?
Man, I'm always thinking, man.
I hear you.
Like always. You used to see me on TikTok in the morning, man. I drop my son off at school. You know, I'm still down here right now. And that's another thing. If I say that, my biggest flex to me is I was doing all this comedy, right? And I moved to Atlanta, right? Boom. And I still be here often though. You see me, but I
Yeah,
just
for
kind of
sure.
try to stay low so everybody can't see me. But I'm fine with like the media people like y'all
Yep.
seeing me here and there. But I ain't just gonna be outside, just always
Yeah.
outside. Like boom. But I love, how when something destined for you is because it's like I had to make that sacrifice of moving. I hated being away from my son. Everybody know how I am about my son. They know me. They like this dude love his son, man. So that was like one of the hardest things. Like, man, I'll be down there long. I had days where I didn't cry and be like, well, I miss my son. He getting older. People around like, man, your son getting older. I say, man, it don't matter. It's my own kid, bro. Like, I need to be around my son. When I ain't got nothing to do in Atlanta, I can fly from Milwaukee to my shows and back to Milwaukee. I need to be with my son, bro. Like, supporting. But the fact that God allowed him to become a part of this process, man, because that was never planned. I didn't know. I was just gonna try to be back and forth, just trying to build a better life for my son. I was down here, need to do some content. Last Christmas, I did some content with him on TikTok. It went viral. I read the comments. Oh, I love their vibe. Ooh, this is so. I kept it going, and then me and my son got our own thing going. Right? You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. So I had to throw that out there. But my creative process, man. I honestly I'm constantly always thinking. I'm always thinking. Like in the morning, so I just did a fofo video with my son. I don't know if you got the chance to see it yet.
I ain't see it
I did
today.
a fofo. So I posted it like 2 days ago. It's going crazy. It's like 2 million views on my TikTok right now. It's over 100-some thousand views on my Instagram and stuff like that. It's going up on my Facebook. I don't know. I ain't checked those views, but this was the day before yesterday, and I got that video to do with my son. I never did one with my son, right? And I'm like him standing there with that dry ass face and all that. It's perfect. But I was on TikTok live in the morning, just hype. That's how I get myself going, get my energy flowing. I'm in my car like this, TikTok live. I'm just talking to them. They all in there. I got like 300, 400 people watching. I'm just laughing, having a good time. Who playing beats, just rapping. They like, why are you so hyping this early? I said, man, I just got a natural high this week. I'm just Myron. I'm just hype as hell in the car, dog. And I'm playing beats and I'm playing and me doing that, just having fun. I'm like, oh man, I got one for my son. Y'all, I'm gonna make it today. Woo, like I got another one I'm gonna do today because I was TikTok live. So it helps. They in the comments say you should do this, you try to move, and I'm just here just vibing. So that helps and it gets my day started. But when I'm sitting around, if I don't have nothing to do, my mind constantly racing. I be putting stuff notes to my phone all day, man. I feel like a scout or something. I'm just every time I see something, like, oh, that's a video. Even if I ain't did it yet, like I can't help it. Or for jokes for stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
constantly putting in my notes, man. So it's like my mind is so adventurous, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's why people don't understand. Like comedians, man, like we sacrifice a lot of our happiness to make the world laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta fake because we go through stuff like no. So we gotta come. I gotta come out, y'all be in the club. Like, say if I was going through something, like I'm fine now, but say if I was fighting some type of demons in life or something. If I came in the club, y'all see, I'm gonna always be Myron. Like, what's up? How we gonna laugh? Woo? Did I go home by myself? I don't even want my son to see that. And there's nothing wrong. I've cried in front of my son before, but it's not about like never like no bills or nothing like that stuff. I agree with my own because I'll be like, you don't need to see that type. Like, just it'd be like when I'm something about him or happy cries and stuff. I want him to know it's okay to cry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I cry in a minute, boy. Like, I don't care. But we be so much like locked in the entertaining world. Sometimes you got to sit back and take yourself like some mental space for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Start meditate like dead ass. Cause I'd be like, man, just clear your mind. Go to some shit at a park or somewhere. And just ain't nobody. I do it with my son. Like, man, come on, just clear our mind. Put these phones down.
Yep.
And just like woosah, just like clear our mind. Just let everything in, just let all this negativity, whatever it is, just let it out. Like, you know what I mean? Do that for like 30 minutes or something. And just, all right, come on, let's get back to it. You feel what I mean?
Man, no, I'm glad you brought that up too, because like, obviously, we just started May. May is actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So like for you to bring that up, and we see and hear and read about a lot of comedians that go through dark spaces. So to hear that you're not only taking care of yourself and your mental, well-being, but then you bringing your son along and making sure that he's straight and that he got a clear head too. Like that's monumental, bro, especially in the African American community, because we don't really we don't. It's still kind of taboo. It's getting a little bit more talked about, but still, like, it's still kind of taboo to talk about mental health. So, like, props to you, dog. Like, not only doing it, but like doing it the right way.
No, facts, man. We got it, man. My biggest thing, man, even doing these videos too, is setting an example for all the soon-to-be fathers. Any fathers just probably slacking as being a father. Like, they might see the videos like, you know what, man, forget this. Man, I got to get my son or my daughter, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't a father or about to have a kid, hey, man, I got to be like, I get all these type of messages. I got to be like, I want my son Bond to be like how Myron is with his son. You know what I'm saying? So you want that stuff. And it's just shining light there. Because we got a lot of great fathers out here, but you already know, because it's a stereotype, fathers like me, they don't get a lot of light shined on them, right? And it's not saying that we need, like me, I don't need no praise for doing what I'm supposed to do. What I'm doing, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. Yep. So I ain't like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna praise me. Like, nah, this I appreciate it. But now, since I say I'm getting all this shine from it, for me just being me, yep, it's like, okay, we got more. It's more than us. So I be sitting around trying to think of ways as well, like to bring in. But I don't know if it's gonna be like some type of event where fathers and sons we can bring. And even if it's kids that ain't got fathers, you bring them in, and it's like me and my homies are like other men from the city, like something I can do every year. I just got to figure out what. But I be thinking about that, like where we shine the light on all the good fathers, so they can see all the good fathers. We're gonna come together, be in one building. We're gonna have fun. But so if it's some type of activity, because it's kids of all ages, so you don't want to just make it like pertain to just little kids or big kids. It's just like kids of all ages. I don't know, some type of event that does that, and we do it every year, and it shines light on all the great fathers. You know what I mean? And things like that. And just show the kids, like, man, it is great men out here. Right? Your uncle is helping your nephews out because they dad locked up or passed away or something. I don't know, but I definitely want to do that, man. I want to do something like that, dog. And even a podcast for me and my son where it's fun, but it's also serious. Yep. But it's shining light. We bring parents, like, fathers and sons, and we can really talk about their ups and downs. And me and my son can open up. Like, he ain't perfect. On the internet, he ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? He ain't perfect. I ain't perfect, right? But I've always been a great father. Yep. You know what I mean? But I'm sure if I allow him to open up, I'm not afraid of, like, hey, is there anything that I've ever done that bothered you or like that hurt your feelings or whatever? Because it might, who knows? He probably be like, when you moved to Atlanta, I really didn't want you to, but I don't know. And it didn't hurt me. I'm like, damn, but that's why I made it my way to me. Like, I'm gonna come on once I can, so I don't never lose that bond with my son. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So just figuring that out. But I would definitely love to do that. It's just trying to figure it out. And think I got a name for it. I might call it, because my son want to start a clothing line. He been telling me this, and we gonna get that going. He want to start an athletic clothing line. He's been saying it since 8th grade too. But he be having so much going on. But now I feel like we can start doing. He's older, but he want to call it Hidden Jewell. Now Jewell is our last name, right? Yep. You know what I mean? Our last name. So I love that, because for both of us, it's like, even with him with basketball, my son is good. He's always been an underdog. You know how it go, man. You were good. It's a lot of people. Gio was good. People good, but they're gonna talk about certain players. And I love all the kids. So it's like, but we don't focus on that. I'm like, we ain't worried about you working. You at your own school doing your thing. You running your numbers, all your stuff stepping into place. So just keep it working. We ain't worried about who's talking about what. Yep. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It just Hidden Jewell. I just feel like it represents so much, man. Too, as well. Just like us coming from where we come from. I feel like me becoming who I am now and coming off and being born and raised, like living on 24th and Locust, man. Like, it's a lot of hidden gems in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? Right. People with a lot of talent that we'll never know. Maybe they don't have the drive, the ambition, or people with the motivation around them, whatever, to do what it is they're good at. You know what I mean? But like, just in the city, there's a lot of hidden jewels. You know what I mean? Like, I tell people all the time, Milwaukee's very talented. We just don't get enough light shined on it right now. Possibly it's because it's Milwaukee. Then some people just don't do enough work to be seen. You know what I mean? They just want a handout. It's like, no, you have to work, and people will gravitate to you. I tell people that work. They will gravitate to you, and that's how you'll make noise. Don't just start rapping or start doing comedy. Like, hey, man, do this for me. Do this. Hell no, it don't work like that. Because people can do that, but it ain't about me. Like T.I. just said it best. It ain't about me putting you in the video or doing something to I can do that to shine light on you, right? But you have to keep working. I can't just put you on the stage or put you in the video and you think you're just gonna take off. Right. It don't work like that. They're gonna see you, but then even if they click on your page, they go there, you ain't got nothing going on. It's like, click. Oh, it's just a regular. I ain't even doing nothing. Or you might not be funny to them, but guess what? Keep going. They'll see you some months down the line and be like, oh, it's that one dude. Like, oh, he was, man, he got funny. I'm sure that happened to me. I just don't know because I kept going. So, yeah, man.
Man,
Grinding, boy.
hey, I'm down. I'm definitely down to help out with that. I can see it. The hidden jewels. Father or son retreat or something like that. Like I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
down.
I can do that, man. This is so much I'm finna do, dog. That even start a podcast, man. I'm gonna get some shirts made with my son face on it. I'm definitely gonna do cheating as Myron and Fofo shirts.
Yeah.
Different funny ass cheap quotes on these shirts and stuff like that. I got the receipt and all that. I definitely got to get a shirt with my son face on it, man. That face he always give me, man. They love that face, man. That's like sick of your shit face. I just got to figure out what quote I'm gonna put with it. But if I'm because I don't if I'm sick of your shit was a look or something like, but obviously don't have the cuss words on the shirt, but
Right.
But that and his face on the shirt, dog, because that's how they be looking like, man, I'm so sick of your ass, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And those are hicks, they'll love that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's so much, man. It's just in the works. It's just baby steps and getting into work. Cause now, like, I've been transitioning my whole brand. It's you know what I mean? It's transitioning over, like, from what it was. Cause I ain't want to be 39. So I'm cheating as mine. Like, that's still my name. It's an alter ego, but it's a character.
Right.
But at first, all my social media was cheating as Myron, cheating as Myron, cheating as Myron. So when I lost my page, I had time to like reevaluate my process. And I'm like, okay, my real name is within cheating as Myron, but Myron Jewell is my name. That's the brand. Let the world know Myron Jewell, and they can love cheating as Myron. They can love Fofo. You know what I mean? And this dad's son, I don't know what to call that. That's just me being me. I don't know who that is. That's just irritating dad. So I don't know, but it's working though.
No, it's definitely working. Definitely working. It's gonna keep working too because you putting the work in. So
Facts.
so I know you mentioned briefly like you had moved to Atlanta. Like I wanted to ask you like why do you feel like so many creatives and artists and entrepreneurs like leave the city and go to Atlanta?
Definitely opportunity, but you have to take advantage of your opportunity. Some people will move just to say they moved. Like, I'm in Atlanta. I took full advantage, man. Shout out to my brother, Funny Marco. That's my dude for real. Since before we was even popping on social media, man. We got stories going way back, sleeping on people's couches, house to house when we first moved up. Man, we was grinding, man. People don't even understand.
And now I see that he just bought a big ass house.
Yeah,
or built the house or bought it. Yeah.
For that open thought, man. Shout out Desi. So he bought the house from Desi Banks.
Oh, okay,
Desi,
okay. Yeah.
Hey, too. Desi from the set too. We all in Atlanta. So it's like boom. And that's why I like my friends like that, because it's like, so I'm still renting down there, right? So Marco, he come like pull up, ooh, I come to his house, take me on a ride. That's how I found it. He take me out there. I'm like, he said, yeah, I just got this from Desi. Ooh. Like, Jim, I said, nigga, you snapped. He said, no, you next. My whole body just sent chills, because it's like for you to have your homie like that, just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I know you gonna do it. He told Kwani in Atlanta, they was all down there. He told her, he said, man, you need to take this nigga. He said, you need to stop playing and take dude back. And she was like, Marco, like, I don't know what she said. Marco, shut up. Or something. She was like, he said, you want to cry? He said, you want to cry in a Bentley or a Neon or some shit. He said, a Bentley. He gave her some little, just a regular little car or something like that. A Bentley or a Kia or some shit. He said, I don't know, like that. And everybody bust out laughing. I was like, that's my dog, man. He like, man, you better stop playing, nigga. Hey, you know what I mean? But that's funny, dog. But yeah, he did that, and that just sent chills, and it motivates me. That's why it's always good to have friends around you that's doing better than you. You know what I mean? Like, we're all doing the same thing, but better, because I don't got a house yet. You got your house, right? So there's nothing wrong with you doing better than me right now. That don't mean I'm not doing good. You're able to do that right now.
Right.
I'm like, I can't do that right now. Like, I probably could, but I don't think I'm ready. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how to do it to see if I can do it. So I ain't gonna say I can't do it.
Right.
I didn't ask questions. What's this? What's the process? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I deserve it. My son deserves it. You know what I'm saying? My sister, her kids deserve it, and my son's mom. Like, those are the people I grind for the most, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, I even throw them in videos a lot. My nieces and nephews. If you ever see any little odd kids here and there, like little babies, those my sister kids, man. I love them. So my whole thing is just like, put the family on, man. Like, put the family on. They love doing the videos. But right now with them, you see me and my son the most, because I'm trying to figure out a constant niche with them. I found it with me and my son. What's up? I'm trying to figure out a constant niche with me and my with my niece, my nephews and stuff like that, so I can figure out like, okay, this is what they expect to see, or this is what they love from all of us, or when I do individual stuff, I don't know. I just do random stuff and it hit or miss.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, dog. But man, just trying to, that house, man, that house is crazy, dog.
Yeah.
That house is
That's
crazy.
motivation. Motivation.
Yeah, motivation. That house is crazy, man. I just want to make my son. That's why I come. Once my son graduate next year, I'll never be in Milwaukee this much. I love my city. I'll come back, but it got to be real reasons.
I hear you.
Some money, special events. I want to come back, or if I'm coming to do something that I do every year for the city, like what I was talking about with the fathers thing,
Yep.
stuff like that. But just to be down here, I wouldn't have. It wouldn't serve me no purpose really. Right now, it serves me a purpose because my son is here. You know, stuff like that. I don't be going out like I was out my birthday, Geo birthday,
Yep.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't just gonna be outside like.
I hear you. I hear you. So what has the transition been like tapping into the acting realm?
Man, it's acting was different than stand up, man. Acting was different than stand up because stand up, okay, so I say this like stand up and on the internet. So the internet is different. How can I say this? Okay. On the internet, I can set the phone up and just be myself. It ain't nobody there watching. It's me, the camera, and whoever holding the phone.
Yeah.
Stand up comedy, you gotta go out there and act on the spot, like entertain. Ain't no time for mess up. You mess up, you gotta be able to fix it on the spot, whatever. Acting, you can do different takes if you mess up. You feel what I'm saying? But my hardest thing with acting was to me was I was a little shy in the beginning at first because when you get there, all these people just stand at these straight faces. You know, when you're doing skits, you just laugh. You might say some people in the background giggling and laughing. These motherfuckers they be ready to laugh, but they keep a straight face. Sometimes be on set, they got these straight ass faces while you doing all your funny stuff. And then in my mind, I'm overthinking. I'm like, man, am I delivering my shit wrong or something like that? Then when you cut, the whole room, like boom. But so my thing was I would overthink because I'm too busy worried about how they're looking instead of just being locked in on me and the person that I'm talking to or whatever. And then not looking in that camera, man. Do you see how this camera is in front of me right now?
Yeah.
They'll have a camera in front of you like this close, like that close, and tell you can't look in the camera. So I'm talking to someone. I got to look this way and not look like I'm looking this way. Like right now, it look like I'm just looking this. It look like I'm looking that way to try to not to look this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so
hard. It's got to be natural.
Yeah, I had kept spiking in the camera at first. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, man, how do I ignore this motherfucker? Like my eyes automatically just kept looking up. If I was doing something, I set up. Say you had to tie your shoe like action, and you coming up from a shoe tie, and you come up, it's like this camera right there. How do you not look right there? You got to look past it, like, yeah, man, like, and it's like it was so hard. I just kept like my eyes kept doing that, dude. And they like you spiking the camera. I'm like, damn, man. Like y'all ain't got another angle. This years ago though, but I'm like, man, y'all can't get another angle or move this motherfucker back. They like, no, it's a close shot. And I'm like, man, this fucking camera. I started getting, my motivation was getting lower and lower. I mean, my confidence was getting lower and lower because I'm like, man, I'm studying like it up, and they ain't tripping. They ain't mad. They just like they laughing, but me, I want to knock it out. I'm trying to get right, and I'm like, I fucking up something this simple. I can't not look at a camera. This is the simple part. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just natural, man. They give my lines, man. I just like. I was nervous a little bit though, even though I was used to the acting when I did departments because I was that was my first time on set with so many other people that was like big and some bigger than me. And it's like everybody's there, but everybody was cool and boom, boom, boom. And I knew everybody though, but that was my first time just of all of us, like just being there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they made me so comfortable. Like, man, you funny as hell. They was like, look at the stuff you accomplishing already. They be like, you been in Atlanta for we did it 2 years. They said, you been in Atlanta for 2 years, 3 years. And look at all the connects and the people you already around. They said, I've been living here for this many years and I'm just not getting to this and stuff like this. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never think about it like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, but yeah, like the acting, though, I love it, man. I love it though, man. So that's a goal too to my own movie. I'm glad because Tubi allow it too. You start there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I wouldn't care if I had to start on YouTube first and push it, like make a movie. It just depends. But I'd rather go to Tubi and do that. But there's just so much stuff there. Cheating ass Myron movie. Fofo was a whole movie of a up and coming rapper. He just suck. You know what I'm saying? Cheating ass Myron. That's a whole scenario. Me and my son. That's a sitcom and a movie. Like just figuring it all out. Have somebody be able to help me write it down, like get it all in the right order and stuff. You know what I mean?
No, that's gonna be hilarious, dog. I'm just thinking of all the scenarios that you've already covered, and then the ones that you already gonna add on to. Like that shit gonna be hilarious, for sure. Because But because your character, the most recent movie that I seen of yours was First Day Out when you was
Oh
smoking.
yeah, I did that in Charlotte. That was done a few years before, a couple years before the Apartments, I believe. Yep, and it just took so long for them to come out. They was losing audio. Even if you watch it, sometimes you could tell the audio was. But they told me that though when they did it, they said yeah, something like. But I didn't care. I was just happy. Hey man,
Yeah,
put it out. I was there for filming. I got paid for it and all that. But I was like, man, hey man, take too long. I've been waiting. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So it all came out. It came out a couple months after. I think after the Apartments finally came out. So I was
yeah,
like, that they dropped. Yeah, so.
yeah. No, shout out to Philly on that, Philly Flyboy.
Yeah, on the apartment. That's what made it dope too, man. Because we both from the city doing our things. We on the
Yep.
set, man. And I remember when I first started, when I was doing roast, me and Philly worked together on the Jacob Lattimore video in Milwaukee. This is like 2014 though, 2015. So I was doing my whole Milwaukee roast back then, roasting everybody from the city.
You
Yeah,
got me.
yeah, I know I got everybody. No, I was cooking everybody but see, that's what people didn't know back then. I had a plan, bro. Like I was like, I'm gonna start this internet stuff, dog. And I was like, how do I do it? Because I didn't know how to do skits and stuff then. But I'm like, I know what I need to do. So I watch people from my city, people from Milwaukee not get a lot of love because they'll be from Milwaukee, they'll move somewhere else, get to popping, and then come back. And people like they don't feel like no connection because they don't know you. Like they just know you from here. So the bandwagon jumpers gonna be like, oh, he's from Milwaukee, but you don't know the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Me, my biggest goal was to get my city on my back first. So I was like, I didn't care how it happened. I was like, I'm gonna start roasting all the known people from my hometown, basketball players, rappers, promoters, DJs. I didn't give a damn. The people, because I knew what it was gonna do. People was gonna be laugh because they looking at it and see their friend that they know, or be mad as a friend they know, or laugh and be mad because it's them. But one thing I never did, I only roasted what I thought you looked like or what I seen visually on some goofy shit in that picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was having fun because I knew it was going to spark up a lot of commotion. Everybody, oh man, he roasted. People was getting mad, but they would never be mad at me. Every time I was out, I was getting hella recognition. Man, you be cooking, nigga. There's like a third party be like, man, so mad at you. They mad, bro. They feel away. And I'm like, man, I don't care. I said I ain't disrespecting them. I ain't calling nobody bitches and nothing like that. That was one thing I said. I ain't gonna call girls bitches. I ain't gonna be on there like hoe ass niggas. Like none of that. I was just saying, looking at that nigga like, but I'll say with a boom. And it worked because everybody watched that and seen me grow from that to what I'm becoming now. And it's like I did it all for my city first. So it's like everybody feel like they got a connection. It's like I watched you grow, bro. Like I watched you level up. Like imagine if I was just still doing roast today. It'd be like, this nigga still doing the same damn roast. It's like you seeing different elevations, you seeing the people and the connections that I made and all that type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we seeing an elevation, bro. And it's just my mental is just trust the process, bro. Everybody journey different, bro. Marco start his shit just said, phew. I'm still going, phew. Right? I ain't looking at Marco first, man. All that because I'm living in it too. He just took another step. It's like my foot in the door and my arm on it, and somebody like I'm trying to, you know, how your sister be on the other door, somebody your brother playing won't let you in. Man, let me be in. They like, what's the password? I didn't forgot the damn password. Like, damn. But it's like I'm right there, foot in the door. Like, man, hey, open the door. But Marco got up there and he said, what's the password? And he said success or some shit. They just opened it up, let him in. Then I came password. I'm like, damn, my dumb ass forgot it that bad. Like that's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like there. So it's just motivation, man. I use any friends or any that I met coming up with me doing this and they took that extra step. It's like, man, it's okay. It's motivation. But everybody's stuff is different. That's why I tell people, don't look at me. Don't look at this person. Don't look at that person. You can look at it, but use it as motivation. Don't look at it like, hey, man, why it ain't me yet, man? They ain't even got to hate, but you don't even look at it like, why it ain't me. You just have to grind, and everything will play its course. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's a fact.
Fact. So we coming down the home stretch, man. We got 5 rapid fire questions, dog. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right, here we go. If you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Lasagna.
Okay. All right.
I love lasagna. Or Fruity Pebbles. Do my favorite.
Fruity Pebbles and lasagna. All right,
lasagna, man.
If you could go back in the past or see the future, which one would you choose?
See the man, I want to see the future, man. I just want to know what's going on because I didn't seen everything in the past already. So it was like I know they probably like, because I wouldn't change nothing that I did. You know what I mean? Because it's like it got me where I'm at. I had to go through everything I went through to get where I'm at. But the future, I'm so curious because I be telling my friends, I'd be like, man, if you could freeze yourself for like 100 years, I'd be like, I would do it, but not while I'm in my youth. I'd do it when I'm out 60.
Yeah.
But not that's still young, but it got to be like when you feel like, okay, I'm down there about to die and go in a couple, but let me just freeze me now and bring me back in like 30 years so I can see what the world like and let me live 2 years of the new world. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. All right, next one. Chris Tucker or Martin Lawrence?
Man, Chris Tucker, man. I love Martin Lawrence, but Chris Tucker, my favorite comedian in the world, man. I love Martin Lawrence, but that's the only celebrity that I meet. Like, I was happy about a lot of celebrities. If I met Chris Tucker, I'm gonna be so fanned out. I can't believe I've been around so many people that ain't met Chris Tucker yet. My grown ass gonna scream.
Even after doing
like,
all
Chris
the
Tucker,
skits,
man?
doing all the Smokey skits and everything.
You said what?
Even after doing all like the Smokey skits and whatnot, like you still have
man. So that's why I said, man. Listen, it was times I was supposed to meet Chris Tucker in Atlanta, and by the time I get there, he'd be gone, or I'd be too far because everything be so far away. And I'm like, dang, man, like I gotta meet him, bro. Like I gotta meet Chris Tucker, bro. I got to.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We gonna manifest it. It's gonna happen.
Hell yeah, man! I gotta meet him, man.
So next one, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
A superpower, being able to bust back to back to back, like, but had the same feeling. You know, we get that first one off, and the second one you get it, but it's like I'm just doing it because it's there. Like, but if I can get that same feeling, that go a week. This is what I'm saying. Go a week without getting none, right, and then get you some. That bust feeling like, oh, if I could just do that, and then and just to have that feeling, like if you got a man, what? That'd be my superpower, man. The nut buster, huh? Oh, you think I'm playing, boy? I'll be wanting that feeling. That second one don't feel like the first.
I know you're not playing. That's why it's so funny.
Yeah, hell no. That second one don't feel like the first one, man. You be like, I got it, but it's like I want that first feeling every single time, dog. Because that ain't fair. Women can just and then we just like then we gotta like hold on, give me some seconds. Like hell no, I want that same feeling, man. I want to shake too.
I should have rearranged. I should have saved that one for number 5.
I should have shake that.
That's good. Last one. If you could live in one city other than Atlanta or Milwaukee, what would it be?
Phoenix, man. I just said this.
Yeah.
I just had a show in Phoenix like last month, and it's like I've been there once before, but for the Milwaukee to Phoenix thing. Yeah. But you know, everybody was from here, there, and just kicking it, so it was fun. But I didn't get to explore Phoenix. When we had the show, we only had shows at night. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go to explore the mountains and just see Phoenix. I said, dog, I would live here.
Yep.
I said I would live in Phoenix, bro. Like if I was ever like, you know what? I can live anywhere at this point now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in Atlanta because it has to offer and all that. I can just boom. Phoenix is a place that I would definitely live at. It was amazing, though. I said, "Oh, I love Phoenix, man."
Yep. No,
I love Phoenix. Phoenix for sure.
I love it. Hey, I'm with that. I just went out there for the Final Four about a month ago, and man, Scottsdale, something serious.
Man, it's nice out there, man.
Yeah.
Just even riding, just seeing all the mountains and stuff. I'm like, man, we ended up walking through the mountains. I'm like, boy, I was nervous. I'd be petty. I'm like, man, I'm watching for wild cats outside. Because on Grand Theft Auto, you go on the mountains, them cats be out the mountain line. You ain't ever went in the mountains on Grand Theft Auto?
Man, I ain't played video games in like 10 years.
Man, listen, that's what I'm saying. It was a long time ago. That's what I'm saying. I ain't played in a while. I know I used to take my car and go in the mountains.
Like, what would that be, like San Andreas?
Yeah, you get it. You know, you be driving through them cities and it be the mountains. You can drive up in them. If you walking through the mountains long enough, a mountain lion will hit your ass if you don't kill it. Just like if you go in that water too far, them sharks be in the water. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, man, that's what it looked like. That's all I was thinking. I said, man, I hope there ain't no type of weird animals out here, boy. But shit, I had people with me, so I know I'm faster than all of them. So I was good.
Hey, I hear you. All you gotta do is outrun one person, right?
I said I outrun one person. I'll be mad as hell. They pass up the slow person and come after me. I'm like, man.
Hey, man, well, Myron, man, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Tell the people where they can reach you, follow you, stay up to date on, upcoming shows and whatnot.
Man, you can follow me on all my social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Man, I'm getting my website fixed back up. I'm just like refixed because it was www.cheatingassmyron.com, but it's down right now. Refixing it up and stuff. But Myron Jewell, MYRONJEWELL. That's my name on all social media platforms. So the same thing. It ain't no nothing. So you type in Myron Jewell, my name will be the first name to pop up on all of those. So just tap in with me, man. You'll be able to see when I got shows, movies coming out. Keep up with me and my son, cheating as Myron Fofo, everything.
Man, love it, love it, love it, man. Like I said, this platform is to give people, they flowers while they can still smell them, bro. So, when
Facts,
you
facts.
was on the list for sure, but when you approached me about it and was like, man, I love what you're doing, man. I got to get on here, blah blah blah. Like that meant a lot, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, yeah, like all right,
I
for
watch you,
sure.
bro. Like I watch you. I be watching your stuff. I seen it, and then it made me just click on it. And I forgot who I said. I told you who I seen first. Who the hell did I see first? Uh, who was you? Pre.
Oh, pre,
You was
yeah,
doing pre.
yeah, yeah,
That's how I got onto it like that. And I was like, so it started making me look back. And I said, oh, you getting a lot of like legends like from the city, man, showing up. And I like that, bro. And the fact that everybody getting on the show you love, that shows you our respect for you, how we rock with
right,
you.
right, for
It
sure.
don't matter to me how big it is. Yeah, it's gonna get big.
Yep,
You feel it's gonna get bigger. To me, it's already big. It's gonna get bigger. And you starting off how you supposed to do, shining light on all the people just coming from your hometown first. You know what I
yep,
mean? And then as you go on, it's gonna keep elevating, and people gonna start gravitating. You see, I gravitated to you.
yep,
That's a
yep,
prime example. See what I'm
yep.
saying? Like you said, you had me on the list. You just got to figure out when and how it was gonna work, whatever. But I approached you. I seen you, and I said something twice. First time we was drunk, we was drinking. I said something. I
Yeah,
seen you again. I said, "Hey, bro, I know I was drunk that night, but I know what I said, bro. I'm still trying to get the show. I'm still trying to get on the show. I remember that. That's what I'm
yep,
saying. So I knew
yep.
exactly what I was saying. That's how serious I was. I was like, man, I got to get on there. I like what it is and what it stands for and all that. So
Appreciate that.
that's
No, and
dope, dog.
it just go back to just reiterate what you said, earlier. You said it multiple times, but just that consistency, right? Like if I would have
Yeah,
put something out in October and then I waited to January, then maybe put something out in March, but like yeah, I'm knocking them out, one a week, one a week, one a week. So like
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
staying consistent. Like
yeah.
you said, putting them out. Some people gonna like them, some people not. But I'm putting the content
Facts.
out. Putting the content out. So man,
That's the key thing, man.
yep,
Don't worry about how many likes and comments you get in the beginning because you just starting. So it's like,
yep,
okay, people know about me, but they don't know about me yet, like that. So can't be mad, like, oh, this ain't get that many comments, this ain't get that many views. Like, who cares? You gonna look back at all these, you gonna come back and get everybody again because everybody you doing is gonna keep elevating in life. You gonna come
yep,
back, it's gonna be that second round. Your platform gonna be even bigger. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be bigger, you gonna be bigger, and it's gonna be like, man, remember our first interview, bro? Now you got your whole platform different. I got more stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? More accomplishments. So that's what it's gonna be, man.
man. That's love. That's love. We gonna end it right like that, man. Well, there you have it,
Already,
man. Another
man.
episode, Leaf with the Legends podcast with Mr. Fofo, aka Cheating Ass Myron. Funniest dude, Myron Jewell, man. Appreciate you pulling up to the pod.
Man, I appreciate you too, man. I'm gonna tap in with you, my boy.
Absolutely. As always, be legendary or be lost. Peace.
Oh, already. Peace, bro.